Next week promises explosive drama on Days of Our Lives as shocking secrets unravel, betrayals come to light, and long-held deceptions begin to crumble. Fans can expect a week filled with shocking revelations, intense confrontations, and unexpected twists that will leave Salem forever changed. The truth about the fake Rafe Hernandez finally comes out. For weeks now, something has felt off about Salem's police commissioner. His odd behavior, out-of-character decisions, and suspicious actions have left many scratching their heads. But the truth is even more shocking than anyone could have imagined. The man walking around as Rafe Hernandez is actually an impostor, a con artist named Arnold who has been masquerading as the beloved detective. Stephanie, ever the observant one, starts to put the pieces together after a particularly strange encounter. When Rafe leans in for a kiss, she immediately senses that something isn't right. His mannerisms, the way he speaks, it all feels different. And when she begins digging deeper, the unsettling reality of the situation becomes clear. This is not Rafe Hernandez at all. Determined to get to the bottom of things, Stephanie takes her suspicions to Jada. At first, Jada struggles to believe that the man she has trusted isn't who he claims to be. But as more evidence comes to light, the horrifying truth sinks in. Rafe hasn't betrayed her with another woman as she had feared. Instead, she has been deceived by a complete stranger impersonating the real Rafe all along. The timing of Stephanie's revelation couldn't be worse. Just as she rushes to inform Jada, she walks in on an intimate moment between Jada and Sean. Sean, clad only in a towel, seems completely unaware of the chaos about to erupt. Stephanie is forced to process not only the truth about the impostor but also the possibility that Jada has already moved on from what she thought was a betrayal. But now that the truth is out, there's no turning back. This fake Rafe's days in Salem are numbered. Belle Black declares war on E.J. DiMera. Meanwhile, Belle is about to face a devastating betrayal of her own. Brady delivers some shocking news that shakes her to her core. E.J. has been keeping a massive secret, one that involves Ava and a dangerous kidnapping plot. E.J., always playing his cards close to his chest, has been fully aware of Ava's abduction but chose to stay silent. The revelation infuriates Belle, who wastes no time confronting him. In an explosive showdown, Belle doesn't hold back, calling E.J. out for his lies and deception. "You're a two-faced liar," she seethes, her voice filled with both rage and disappointment. "And if you think for 1 second that I'll let you get away with this, you've got another thing coming. You belong behind bars, and I will personally see to it that you end up there." E.J., never one to back down from a fight, tries to justify his actions, but Belle has heard enough. Their once complicated but tolerable relationship is now in complete shambles. This time, she's done playing games. E.J. is going to pay for his deceit. Chaos erupts as Arnold faces justice back to the impostor scandal. The walls begin closing in on Arnold, and he finds himself with nowhere left to run. His disguise, his lies, and his manipulation have all come to an abrupt end as Salem's finest finally catch up to him. But before he can even think about escaping, he comes face to face with someone he never saw coming. Rita Leslie. And Rita isn't about to let him slip away without a fight. With the kind of grit that only a woman scorned can muster, Rita takes matters into her own hands, pulling out a taser and aiming it straight at Arnold. Sparks fly, literally, as he collapses, jolted by the unexpected attack. His desperate attempts to get away are useless now. His game is over. As the dust settles, Salem is left reeling from the shocking revelation that one of their own was being impersonated by a con artist. The fallout from this scandal is bound to have lasting effects, especially for those closest to Rafe. With the fake Rafe exposed and E.J. facing Belle's wrath, Salem is on the brink of even more upheaval. How will Jada react now that she knows the truth? Will Belle follow through on her threat to send E.J. to prison? And what new dangers lurk just around the corner? A risky family adoption? Johnny and Chanel's bold decision sparks concerns in the bustling town square where fateful encounters often set the stage for major life changes. Sophia Choi arrives with a sense of cautious optimism. Walking alongside Tate Black, she appears hopeful as they meet up with Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree DiMera, who have been considering a life-changing decision, one that will soon send shockwaves through their family. Johnny and Chanel have their hearts set on adopting Sophia and Tate's unborn child. The idea has quickly taken root and they seem eager to move forward, believing that raising this baby together will strengthen their family bond. Chanel, having struggled with loss and heartache in the past, sees this as a chance to embrace motherhood in a way she never imagined. Johnny, known for his impulsive nature, is equally determined, convinced that love will be enough to make this unconventional adoption a success. However, not everyone shares their enthusiasm. Later, in her office, Marlena Evans listens intently as Johnny excitedly lays out his plan. The psychiatrist and family matriarch can't hide her concern. As someone who has seen firsthand the emotional turmoil that rushed decisions can bring, Marlena is deeply worried that Johnny and Chanel are moving too fast. She gently reminds her nephew that adoption, especially one involving family ties, comes with unique emotional complexities. Will Johnny and Chanel be prepared for the challenges of raising a child so closely connected to Tate and Sophia? What happens if, down the road, regret or resentment creeps in? As much as Marlena understands Johnny's enthusiasm, she urges him to think carefully before making a decision that will change all their lives forever. Meanwhile, Paulina Price has her own unsettling premonitions. When she hears that Johnny and Chanel are considering adopting the baby, alarm bells go off in her mind. Paulina has lived through the complications of family secrets and understands better than most how tangled emotions can become when family members adopt within their own circle. Her own sister once raised Lonnie Price Grant as her daughter, only for the truth to come out years later in an explosion of pain and betrayal. Paulina fears that Chanel and Johnny are setting themselves up for a similar disaster. Even without the secrecy that marred Paulina's past, keeping an adoption within the family can still create deep emotional conflicts. Will Tate and Sophia truly be able to let go? Will Johnny and Chanel ever feel secure in their role as parents, knowing the biological parents are so close? Paulina doesn't hesitate to voice her concerns. She warns Chanel that what seems like a beautiful, loving decision now could turn into a heartbreakingly difficult arrangement in the future. Adopting a child isn't just about love, it's about long-term emotional security, stability, and ensuring that all parties are ready for the consequences. Chanel, ever the optimist, insists that things will be different. There are no lies, no hidden secrets, just an open and honest agreement. But Paulina remains skeptical. While Johnny and Chanel may have the best intentions, there's no way to predict how the reality of raising this child will unfold. She reminds them that Johnny and Tate are cousins, which only adds another layer of complexity to the situation. Family dynamics can shift in unpredictable ways, and emotions have a way of sneaking up when least expected. As tensions rise and differing opinions threaten to create rifts, Johnny and Chanel will have to take a hard look at the road ahead. Will they go through with the adoption despite the mounting concerns? Will Tate and Sophia have second thoughts about their decision? And if Johnny and Chanel proceed, will their family stand by them, or will their doubts create an irreparable divide? This is a moment of reckoning, one that will force everyone involved to confront their deepest fears and truest desires. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the future of this child hangs in the balance. Stay tuned for more updates on this gripping storyline. With love, conflict, and dramatic twists ahead, anything can happen in Salem.